Today we are in downtown DeLand, Florida. We are in the DeLand, Florida's first Monarch City, USA parking lot that has the mural on it. We like parking here. It's 3-hour parking. Usually find a spot. But we are going to do a tour of downtown DeLand.
An overview.
An overview. In previous videos, we stated that it might be beneficial if we do one. So, not super familiar with downtown DeLand yet, but we thought we would at least walk around and film some streets and some shops. So that's what we're doing today. Let's go check it out. And this is that mural I'm referring to. It's off of Woodland and New York, I believe, are the streets. And we've got the public parking lot for 3-hour parking right here. So again, I'm gonna do an overview of all the streets. The street does have 2-hour parking if you can find a spot on it. And just for reference points, here is the Boston Coffee House that we've done a review at. And on down across the street, the Table, which we have done a review at, which brings us to Woodland Boulevard and New York Ave. Basically what we're gonna do is we are going to probably turn right up here on Woodland Boulevard, walk down that way, turn back around, walk down the other side, and then finish down this way. So if we turn right, you can see DeLand House Museum and Stetson University this way. Now with all these downtown tours, we can't physically show everything, but we just try to walk around and show a few things. And if there's like certain plaques and stuff on the wall, like look at this. I don't know if you can read it too well, but there's some history involved in them. And we like just showing some of the streets. So if you've never been here before, you can at least understand what it's like in downtown DeLand. And there's also plenty of places to eat. So as always, comment below on places we should eat at. It's probably gonna be pretty quiet today. So the day we are filming is actually the 4th of July, hence all the flags out here. So there might actually be some businesses that are not normally closed, but closed for the day due to it being a holiday. But either way, you can still get an idea of what downtown's like. So that brings us to Woodland and Indiana Ave, which we'll cross. I don't know how many of the, these streets will go down, because if you look, there's actually, it doesn't appear to be a whole lot down that way. Oh, look at this. This right here with the Athens Theater in the background, that's cool. I've seen several different joggers down here. Look at this, what they've got going on. Where's Waldo? That's cool. Little talent show. Different things going on around here. We also have a video of the farmers market that happens down here every Friday. We can show you where that is. That'll all kind of come together once we make it over that way. But yeah, unfortunately the day we're filming, just most businesses are going to be closed due to the holiday, which is all right, that's fine. At least makes it not super crowded so we can actually show you around. Now we're on Rich Ave and Woodland Boulevard. We've got parking, DeLand Coins, Art Studio, Tom's Pizza, and look at the DeLand Opera House across the street here. Just to look down Rich Avenue. Both ways there. And then I do like how the downtown's set up, where, I mean, basically your Woodland Boulevard has most of the things off of it. Now it is a pretty busy road, and there's parking on one side over here, but it's got a lot of restaurants. Like there's a little pizzeria across the street. And then up here, I think what we'll do is cross over at this crosswalk, because I'm not sure there's much on down. Now there's a Courtyard by Marriott up there, and maybe the sign will tell some stuff, but I think we'll cross over, head back down. If there's any roads we want to show you, maybe like by the courthouse and some parking over there we'll show you. Something else to make note of is they do have multiple murals down here. I'm a big mural fan, so I appreciate a good mural. Never been to Sunflower Park, but apparently it's that way. Here's a frozen custard place. Instead of going left at the moment, I'm gonna come over here to the right just for a second, because we've got this old clock. See what it says. Then some artwork up there. This clock was originally installed at the corner of New York Ave and Woodland Boulevard on the first Barnett Bank office of DeLand, 1925. Well, that's interesting. So there's some public parking that way, heading down the other side of Woodland. That'll give us a chance to see different stores and shops on this side. We have bagels right here. I know we did go into a vinyl store, a record store, which is right up here. That was a good store we went into last time. They were helpful, fun to look at. So for reference point, back at Rich Ave and Woodland Boulevard, you can see another murals on the side here. Gonna keep on walking this way. Now, one of these streets, it has where we parked near the courthouse, and that was for, I think it's actually might be right down this way. That was when we went to the farmer's market. I think it's that public parking right down there. Then we cut across and the courthouse should be up there. And this building is the old Opera House. You can kind of read about it here. Another sign we have here, early grocery stores, circa 1897. I think when we get up here to, no, we'll keep going. We'll go past Indiana Ave down to New York. On New York, we're gonna take a right. Oh, look at that painting up there. We'll take a right, go down that way, and then come back up New York, finish down Woodland, I think. We actually just talked to, I think, what would probably be a person that's local to the area, and they said, very quiet today due to the holiday. But here we have real ice cream. That looks fun. Chocolate and sweet things. So now we're on Indiana Ave. We just walked into the chocolate and sweet things, and look at all of this. It smells delicious in here, but I'm telling you what, they've got so many items. This is neat. So 1950s candy mix, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Shout out to 90s. And there's 50 years. You can get a pack that's got them all. And then up top in here, you can see some old photos of Woodland Boulevard looking north. I have never seen a rum chata truffle before, or Bailey's, or any of these. Crown Royal Blackberry, apple. We are actually going to turn down Indiana Ave because they do have Athens Theater, historic courthouse, Chess Park. So we're going to go this way. Oh, yeah, this is the street we needed to because Half Wall, that's where we did a review at, this Half Wall right here. And you'll be able to see the courthouse, and we'll make our way up. We'll show you where the farmer's market is and finish up the tour down here. But yeah, the Half Wall was really good. Shout out to Oliver and Gray. I think somebody left a comment about knowing somebody that owned it or something like that. But if we go this way, hey, where's Waldo? Waldo is currently a volunteer at the Artworks DeLand. Now the artistic side down here is pretty cool. Look at this. And if we look down on the ground, we've got that. And then the old, the little book bench. That's a novel idea, it says. So here's the courthouse. We actually walked down through there to go to the farmer's market. Courthouse, old courthouse. Oh yeah, this is really cool. We did this last time. So you can talk. There you go, that thing's awesome. Another piece of artwork. And then we didn't go down by the Athens Theater, so we're gonna do that this time. And the parking lot we were referring to is right over there. They've got this nice little water feature, which is actually starting to get pretty warm today, so the water feature would feel really nice. One thing I do like is all these little downtowns. You talk about Inverness, Mount Dora. I mean, just go down the list of all downtowns. I love an old theater. So this one's gonna be showing Legally Blonde. Looks like maybe from July 11th through August 3rd. But look how cool this looks. This is neat. We're on Indiana and Florida right now. New York Ave runs this way, so when we come into town, that's usually what we're on. So we're gonna just walk back down this street, which was Indiana, take a right on Woodland, continue down Woodland. I don't think we're gonna really show New York. That's it right there. And then go down Woodland, circle back, and we should be done. Another mural right here by the courthouse. So we are gonna show you Chess Park, which gets its name from obviously the chess tables that's at the park. They do have some live music occasionally, but you can see those chess tables. And then this also brings us to where Farmers Market is, right down that alley. I think it's Artisan Alley, if I'm not mistaken. That's where it's at. So New York Ave, gonna walk up New York Ave, take a right over on Woodland. We'll kind of turn left up here just to show you what we missed by walking through Chess Park. Another mural right here. This is the side we just kind of passed by going down where we just went, but you can see Tony's New York Pizza I've heard is really good. We've done the Boston Coffee House, and we're on New York Ave. Woodland's where we started the tour. We're gonna cross over here. We've done the table before. Continue down this way. All right, continuing. I don't think we'll go super far down this way, but I don't know, we really haven't walked down on this side much. We have pottery classes. Oh yeah, not just pottery. Bookstore, bookshop. Is it open? Maybe? Oh, a vintage mall. They're closed for 4th of July. That's good to know though. And then really we'll probably cross here and start heading back. Bookstore was nice. I did ask if she had any older versions of The Hobbit. She has seen them before, but currently only the newer ones. But if anybody's got an old version of The Hobbit and wants to at least share a picture of it, I'd like to see it. So this is the last little bit of Woodland. We'll end up taking a right up here by the table, and that's where we will be finished with our tour. Here's the table, and then we're back at New York Ave, Woodland. We can go back down this way to the car. That was our overview tour of Downtown DeLand. They've got some really good stores. The bummer is we are here on a holiday, so there wasn't a lot open, but just know that they do offer quite a bit down there. We were able to get some records. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, Facebook, or any of that, you might want to. We'll probably share which records those are, but we're not going to include them in the video just because this is a tour of downtown. But anyway, had a good time. It's a good spot. Comment below on places we should eat and other things to do, but glad we finally got to do the tour.
Me too.
I think we're going to call it. With that being said, that does it for today. Thanks for watching.